The night has finally grown quiet around you. The noise of the day has begun to fade like distant footsteps disappearing beyond the hills. And now, in this gentle moment between wakefulness and rest, you are here, safe beneath the stillness of the evening sky. Perhaps your body is weary from carrying too many thoughts. Perhaps your heart has been holding burdens too heavy to explain. Or perhaps you simply long for one peaceful night where your soul can finally breathe again. So tonight, let the world grow distant for a little while. Allow the soft darkness around you to become a place of comfort rather than concern. Let the blankets resting over your body feel warm and familiar. Let the pillow beneath your head remind you that you do not have to strive anymore tonight. There is nothing left to prove, nothing left to carry alone. The stars above the sleeping earth continue their silent journey across the heavens, and the same God who placed them there now watches over you with endless tenderness. Hello and welcome to this sleep story from Divine Slumber Bible. Tonight, together we are going to slowly drift through the peaceful Psalms of David, through quiet rivers, ancient hills, whispering olive trees, and the comforting promises of God's protection. This is a place for rest, a place for stillness, a place where anxious thoughts can finally loosen their grip and where your spirit can settle softly into peace. And before we begin, I'd like to gently ask you to take just a brief moment to like this video and subscribe, but only if these peaceful stories truly bring comfort to your heart. And if you'd like, you can also leave a comment sharing where in the world you are listening from tonight and what time it is where you are. There is something beautiful about knowing that, all across the earth, others are resting beneath these same quiet scriptures with you tonight. You may even want to type the words, "I am ready." And one more gentle reminder, consider saving this video for later because there is a very good chance you may fall asleep before our journey is finished tonight. Many listeners return the next evening exactly where sleep found them the night before. And if someone you love is carrying anxiety, fear, or heaviness tonight, perhaps this peaceful story may help them too. Now, take a slow breath in and slowly let it go. The Psalms remind us again and again that God never slumbers and He never sleeps. While the world grows dark and quiet, His presence remains like a steady flame beside you. In Psalm 4, David whispered these comforting words into the night, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." Tonight those words are for you too. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. And even now, the gentle presence of God surrounds your room like soft candlelight glowing in the darkness. His peace moves quietly through your thoughts, calming what has been restless, soothing what has been afraid, quieting what has been overwhelmed. So let your shoulders relax now. Let your jaw soften. Let your breathing become slower and deeper. Feel the weight of the day slowly leaving your body. Outside your window, the night sky stretches endlessly above the earth, filled with silent stars that have watched over countless generations before you. Kings and shepherds, travelers and weary souls, all once lifted their eyes into this same velvet darkness and found comfort in the presence of God. And tonight, you are invited to rest beneath that same eternal care. There is no need to hurry anymore, no need to wrestle with tomorrow. For now, simply rest here, gently held within the quiet mercy of God. And in this very moment, open your heart and receive the peace that is coming. Now, as the quiet of the night settles more deeply around you, I invite you to make yourself completely comfortable. Adjust the pillows beneath your head if you need to. Pull the blankets gently around your body. Let the room grow dim and full as though the entire world itself is beginning to exhale. There is nowhere else you need to be tonight. Nothing more you need to solve. Nothing more you need to carry. For this moment belongs only to rest. And as you lie here beneath the stillness of the evening, imagine the presence of God surrounding you, like a sheltering canopy beneath a sky filled with endless stars. Ancient kings once looked upward into this same darkness and whispered prayers into the quiet night air. Shepherds once rested beside low-burning fires beneath these same heavens, listening to the distant sound of sheep moving softly through the hills. The wind moved gently through olive branches. Lamps flickered against stone walls, and above it all, God remained watchful, constant, near. He is near to you now, so breathe slowly and let your body begin to soften. Take a deep breath in through your nose, slowly, peacefully, and gently let it go. Again, breathe in deeply and exhale all the tension you have been holding inside. Feel your chest rise softly like calm waters beneath moonlight, and feel it slowly fall again. With every breath, the noise within your mind begins to quiet. With every breath, your thoughts drift farther away. With every breath, peace settles deeper into your soul. Now allow your attention to move gently to the top of your head. Feel the muscles there beginning to loosen. The forehead softens. The tiny spaces around your eyes begin to rest. Let your eyelids grow heavy now, as though they are slowly being wrapped in warmth and stillness. Relax your jaw. Relax your cheeks. Let even the muscles around your mouth soften into peace. You do not need to hold anything tightly anymore tonight. God is watching over you. You are safe. Now feel that gentle calm slowly moving downward into your neck and shoulders. So many burdens are carried there without notice. Worries from the day, unspoken fears, responsibilities that weigh quietly upon the heart. But tonight, you do not carry them alone. Imagine those burdens slowly lifting from your shoulders now like dust carried away by the evening wind across the desert hills. God is watching over you. You are safe. Let your shoulders sink deeper into your bed. Feel your arms becoming loose and heavy. Your hands unclench, your fingers rest peacefully. Even your breathing has become softer now, slower now, calmer now. Outside, the night continues its quiet song. The stars remain steady above the earth. The moonlight rests silently upon rooftops and rivers and sleeping fields. And somewhere far beyond what your eyes can see, the Creator of all things watches over you with tenderness beyond understanding. Breathe slowly now. Rest here for a moment. Allow the calm to move down into your chest and heart. If there has been anxiety there, fear there, heaviness there, simply let it soften little by little. You do not need to force peace to come. You do not need to strive for rest. Like gentle rain falling upon dry ground, the peace of God arrives quietly, slowly, tenderly, without force. And with each passing breath, your heartbeat becomes more peaceful, more steady, more still. In peace I will lie down and sleep. The ancient words drift softly through your thoughts like candlelight flickering within a quiet temple. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. You are safe tonight, safe beneath the mercy of God, safe beneath His watchful presence, safe beneath His endless love. Now let the relaxation continue downward through your stomach, your lower back, your hips, and your legs. Feel every muscle becoming heavier, softer, quieter. The long journey of this day is ending now. Your legs no longer need to carry the weight of tomorrow. Your feet no longer need to stand against the worries of the world. Everything may rest now. Everything may grow still. Imagine yourself lying beside quiet waters beneath a sky overflowing with stars. The surface of the water barely moves. A cool night breeze drifts through the trees. Somewhere in the distance, a shepherd quietly watches over his flock, while small lanterns glow softly against the hills of ancient Israel. And in that peaceful place, your soul finally begins to breathe again. No fear can follow you here. No striving can enter. Only stillness, only peace, only the quiet nearness of God. Breathe in slowly once more, and as you exhale, feel your whole body sinking deeper into rest. Your thoughts are slowing now. Your breathing is slowing now. Even time itself seems softer here in the quiet presence of God. Perhaps there are still a few anxious thoughts trying to linger at the edge of your mind. If they come, simply let them pass like clouds moving silently across the night sky. There is no need to chase them, no need to wrestle with them. Just let them drift away and return again to the gentle rhythm of your breathing. God is watching over you. You are safe. God is watching over you. You are safe. The night is growing deeper now. Your body is growing heavier. Your spirit is becoming quieter. And as the peaceful darkness wraps softly around you like a warm blanket beneath heaven's endless stars, let yourself drift a little farther now into stillness, into comfort, into rest. The night has become even quieter now. The world outside your window seems farther away with every passing breath, as though the noise and hurry of the day are slowly dissolving into the deep velvet darkness beyond the stars. And here, in this peaceful stillness, your only task is to breathe, slowly, gently, peacefully. Nothing else is required of you tonight. No striving, no rushing, no carrying tomorrow before it arrives. Only this moment, only this breath, only the quiet presence of God surrounding you like soft candlelight glowing within an ancient sanctuary. So once more, take a slow breath in through your nose. Hold it gently for a moment, and now slowly let it go. Feel the exhale releasing hidden tension from your body. Feel it loosening the thoughts that have been gripping your mind. Let the breath carry away the heaviness you were never meant to hold alone. Again, breathe in slowly, peacefully, quietly, and exhale. Very good. With every breath, your nervous system begins to settle deeper into calm. Your heartbeat softens. Your muscles grow heavier against the bed beneath you. Even your thoughts seem to drift more slowly now, like clouds moving across a moonlit desert sky. God is watching over you. You are safe. Far above the sleeping earth, The heavens remain stretched wide with countless stars, each one resting exactly where the Creator placed it long ago. Nothing in creation struggles to hold itself together tonight. The rivers continue to flow. The mountains continue to stand. The oceans continue their quiet breathing against distant shores. And the same God who gently sustains all of creation is now holding you safely in His care. So let yourself rest there. Breathe slowly now. Imagine the air entering your lungs like cool night wind, passing through olive trees upon the hills of Jerusalem. Imagine each breath washing softly through your body, carrying peace into every weary place within you. As you inhale, receive peace. As you exhale, release fear. As you inhale, receive rest. As you exhale, release striving. There is nothing fragile about God's protection over you tonight. His presence surrounds you completely, like strong walls around an ancient city, like a shepherd watching faithfully through the dark hours before dawn, like gentle wings stretched over a sleeping child. You are safe. You are held. You are not alone. Perhaps there have been moments recently when your heart felt overwhelmed, moments when worries seemed louder than peace. But tonight, those fears do not have the final word. Tonight, the voice of God is quieter than fear, yet infinitely stronger. And His voice whispers gently now, "Be still and know that I am God." Let those words settle softly into your spirit. Be still. There is no danger here. Be still. You are not abandoned. Be still. God remains near. The Psalms tell us that the Lord neither slumbers nor sleeps. Through every hour of darkness, His eyes remain lovingly upon His children. Even now, while the world around you grows silent, heaven remains watchful over your life. Breathe in slowly again. And as you exhale, imagine yourself releasing every anxious thought into God's hands. The uncertainty, the exhaustion, the sadness, the questions without answers. You do not need to solve them tonight. You only need to rest. Let your breathing become slower now, gentler now, deeper now. Feel your body sinking softly into stillness. Your arms are heavy. Your legs are relaxed. Your eyelids feel warm and calm. Even the muscles around your heart seem to loosen beneath the peace of God's presence. Outside, the moon continues its silent journey across the heavens. A cool wind drifts softly through trees somewhere in the distance. Across ancient hills and sleeping valleys, all of creation seems wrapped in sacred quiet. And here in this moment, you are part of that stillness too. Imagine yourself resting beside quiet waters beneath a canopy of stars. The surface of the water reflects silver moonlight without disturbance. Nearby, a small lantern flickers gently outside the shelter of a shepherd resting through the night. Sheep lie peacefully upon the grass. The air smells faintly of cedar wood and cool earth after evening dew. Nothing rushes there, nothing strains there. Everything rests beneath the care of God, and your soul may rest there too. God is watching over you. You are safe. God is watching over you. You are safe. If anxious thoughts attempt to return, simply notice them and let them drift away like leaves carried upon a slow-moving river. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to hold them close. Return instead to your breathing, slow, gentle, peaceful. Return to the steady rhythm of God's presence surrounding you. The deeper the night becomes, the more your spirit can let go. The deeper the night becomes, the more peace settles over your thoughts. The deeper the night becomes, the more your soul remembers that it was never meant to carry life alone. The Lord is your shepherd, and tonight the shepherd is awake, watching, protecting, remaining near beside still waters and silent hills while his child rests safely beneath heaven's endless stars. So breathe slowly now. Rest here for a moment. Let your thoughts grow softer. Let your body grow heavier. Let your spirit drift farther into peace. And as sleep begins to gently draw near, may the quiet safety of God surround you completely, like warm light glowing softly through the darkness, leading you deeper now into rest, deeper now into stillness, deeper now into peace. And now, as your breathing grows softer and the peaceful stillness deepens around you, imagine yourself slowly rising from beside those quiet waters beneath the stars. The night air is cool against your skin, gentle and calm, carrying the faint scent of olive trees and ancient cedar wood drifting upon the breeze. Before you, far beyond the sleeping hills, the ancient city of Jerusalem rests quietly beneath the moonlight. Its stone walls glow softly beneath the silver sky. Its narrow pathways wind silently between homes built from pale limestone worn smooth by countless generations. Small lanterns flicker near wooden doorways. The distant sound of sandals brushing against stone echoes faintly somewhere beyond the quiet streets, before fading once more into stillness. And tonight, you are safe to walk there, safe to wander slowly through this ancient city where prophets once prayed beneath the stars. where shepherds once sang softly beside nighttime fires, where generations lifted weary hearts toward heaven and found peace in the presence of God. So begin walking slowly now. There is no hurry here, only peace, only stillness, only the gentle rhythm of your breathing beneath the night sky. As you move through the quiet streets, you notice how calm everything feels at this hour. The marketplace has long since emptied. The voices of the day have faded. The city now rests beneath a blanket of sacred silence, as though Jerusalem itself has fallen asleep in the arms of God. The moon hangs high above the rooftops, casting pale silver light across stone pathways polished by centuries of footsteps. Olive branches sway softly overhead. Somewhere in the distance, a small flame flickers within a window where a family has already drifted into peaceful sleep. And as you walk, your thoughts begin growing quieter too. The worries you carried earlier seem farther away now, less heavy, less urgent, like mist dissolving beneath morning light. Breathe slowly now. Feel the calm of this ancient city surrounding your soul. Ahead of you, narrow stairways rise gently toward higher streets, where the great temple once stood glowing above Jerusalem like a crown of gold beneath the heavens. The stones beneath your feet still hold the warmth of the day, though cool night air now drifts softly through the city corridors. You hear the faint sound of water flowing somewhere nearby. A fountain, perhaps, or a hidden stream moving quietly through the sleeping city. Its gentle rhythm blends with the sound of the evening wind and your own slow breathing until everything feels peaceful, steady, safe. God is watching over you. You are safe. As you continue walking, you pass small clay lamps burning beside doorways, their golden light dancing softly against ancient walls. The scent of fresh bread lingers faintly in the air from ovens long since cooled for the night. Somewhere nearby, a shepherd quietly hums an old psalm beneath his breath while watching over resting sheep gathered safely behind stone walls. Even the animals are peaceful here. Everything rests beneath the calm protection of God. And little by little, your spirit begins to rest there too. Above you, the stars stretch endlessly across the heavens like countless tiny lanterns scattered by the hand of the Creator himself. David once looked upward into these same skies while composing the Psalms beside quiet hillsides and sleeping flocks. When I consider your heavens, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, the ancient words drift softly through your thoughts, now like a lullaby carried on the wind. What is man that you are mindful of him? And yet, God is mindful of you tonight, mindful of every burden you carried today, mindful of every silent worry, mindful of every hidden ache within your heart. He sees you fully, and he remains near. You continue along the quiet pathway as Jerusalem rises gently around you beneath the moonlight. Stone arches cast soft shadows across narrow streets. Fig trees rustle quietly in hidden courtyards. Somewhere high above, the Temple Mount rests beneath heaven's endless stars like a silent reminder that God has always dwelled among his people. Not distant, not absent, near, always near. Breathe slowly now. Let your steps become slower. Imagine the hem of your robe brushing softly against the stone streets as you walk peacefully through the sleeping city. No danger follows you here. No striving enters here. Only the calm stillness of the night and the quiet awareness that you are deeply protected beneath the care of God. A cool breeze moves through the city once more, carrying with it the scent of olive groves beyond the walls. The hills surrounding Jerusalem rest quietly beneath pale moonlight, their outlines soft against the horizon, and for a moment, everything feels suspended in peace. Even time itself seems slower here. The world grows quieter. Your thoughts grow softer, your breathing becomes deeper. God is watching over you. You are safe. Far ahead, the temple rises faintly against the night sky, and somewhere within the city walls, a harp begins to play softly in the distance. The notes drift gently through the cool night air, slow and tender like a prayer carried upward toward heaven. The sound is calming, ancient, sacred. It echoes softly through the stone streets and settles peacefully into your spirit. And as you follow that distant music deeper into the quiet heart of Jerusalem, your body grows heavier, your mind grows calmer, and your soul drifts farther into rest beneath the endless stars of God's watchful sky. The soft sound of the distant harp continues to drift through the sleeping streets of Jerusalem as you walk slowly beneath the moonlit sky. Each note rises gently into the cool night air and then fades again into silence, like ripples spreading across still water before disappearing into peace. And as you follow the quiet melody farther beyond the stone pathways of the city, the streets slowly begin to open into rolling hills touched by silver moonlight. Olive trees sway softly in the breeze. Wild grasses whisper against the earth. The air feels cooler here beyond the city walls, fresher somehow, carrying the clean scent of water nearby. Ahead of you, hidden among the gentle hills, a peaceful stream glimmers beneath the stars. Its waters move slowly through smooth stones polished by countless seasons. Moonlight dances softly across the surface like liquid silver, and the quiet murmur of the stream fills the night with calm and steady rhythm. You feel drawn there naturally, as though your soul has been searching for these waters all along. So slowly now, you walk toward them, and when you finally reach the edge of the stream, you lower yourself gently beside the quiet waters beneath the endless heavens above. The grass beneath you is cool and soft. The night breeze brushes gently across your skin, and for the first time in a long while, everything feels still. No noise, no pressure, no fear. Only the sound of flowing water and the quiet nearness of God surrounding you beneath the stars. Breathe slowly now. Listen to the gentle movement of the stream, steady, peaceful, unhurried. Its rhythm feels almost like breathing itself, slow and calm and eternal. The waters continue flowing without strain. The stars continue shining without effort. And somewhere deep within your soul, something begins to loosen. The weight you carried through the day begins to drift away little by little, like leaves floating softly downstream into darkness. God is watching over you. You are safe. Above the stream, willow branches sway gently in the night wind, their long shadows brushing softly against the water. Small lanterns glow faintly in the distance near shepherd, shelters resting among the hills. Somewhere far away, sheep move quietly together beneath the watchful care of their shepherd, and the ancient words of Psalm 23 begin to rise softly within your heart. The Lord is my shepherd. You do not need to force the words. Simply let them drift gently through your thoughts like the quiet waters beside you. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. Still waters, quiet waters, waters like these. The psalm was never meant to feel hurried. David himself likely whispered these words beneath skies, much like this one, while watching sheep rest peacefully through the night. He knew what it meant to sit beneath the stars while the earth grew silent around him. He knew the comfort of hearing only flowing streams, distant wind, and the steady awareness that God remained near. And tonight, you are resting within that same peace. Breathe deeply once more. Feel the cool night air entering your lungs slowly and calmly. And as you exhale, imagine every anxious thought drifting gently into the flowing stream beside you. There is no need to carry them anymore tonight. The waters can take them. God can hold them. You may simply rest. The moonlight continues shimmering across the surface of the stream, soft and silver against the darkness. Tiny ripples move lazily around smooth stones while reeds along the water's edge sway gently with the breeze. Everything here moves slowly, tenderly, peacefully, and your body begins to follow that rhythm now. Your breathing slows, your heartbeat softens, your thoughts become quieter and farther apart. Even time itself seems to drift more gently here beside these still waters. God is watching over you. You are safe. You lower your hand toward the stream and feel the cool water moving softly around your fingertips. It is clear and clean and calming, flowing endlessly beneath the heavens without fear of tomorrow. And somehow, sitting here beside these peaceful waters, your soul remembers something it had nearly forgotten. You were never created to live in constant fear. You were never meant to carry endless burdens alone. You were always meant to rest beside the shepherd, to rest beside still waters, to rest beneath the loving care of God. A soft wind moves once more through the olive trees above you, carrying with it the faint scent of earth and cedar and distant fields sleeping beneath the night sky. Somewhere nearby, the quiet sound of a shepherd's harp returns again, its melody blending gently with the flowing water until the entire world feels wrapped in sacred stillness. The stream continues its endless song, the stars continue their silent watch, and God remains near, always near. Perhaps tonight your heart has been tired in ways words cannot fully explain. Perhaps hidden worries have quietly followed you through many restless nights. But here beside these still waters, you do not need to fight for peace anymore. Peace is already here. The shepherd has led you here, and he is watching over you now with perfect tenderness, so rest here for a little while longer. Breathe slowly now. Let your shoulders soften again. Let your jaw relax. Let your body grow heavier against the cool grass beneath you. The water keeps flowing, the night keeps deepening, and sleep begins drawing nearer with every peaceful breath. Soon even your thoughts will become like the stream itself, slow, quiet, drifting softly beneath moonlight toward complete rest. God is watching over you. You are safe. And beside these quiet waters beneath heaven's endless stars, your soul may finally rest. The quiet waters continue flowing softly beside you beneath the silver glow of the moon. Their gentle rhythm has become almost hypnotic now, steady and calm, like the slow breathing of the earth itself resting beneath heaven's watchful stars. You remain seated peacefully upon the cool grass while the night deepens around you. The breeze moves softly through olive branches overhead, and somewhere in the distance, beyond the rolling hills surrounding Jerusalem, the sound of the harp returns once more. Gentle, tender, ancient, the melody drifts through the darkness like a whispered prayer carried upon the wind. And as you listen carefully, you begin to rise slowly from beside the stream, drawn toward the music with quiet curiosity. Your footsteps are soft against the earth as you walk through moonlit grasses silvered by dew. Lantern lights flicker faintly in the distance near shepherd shelters scattered across the hills. The music grows clearer now. Each note lingers softly in the cool night air before fading again into silence. It is not hurried music, not music meant for crowds or celebration. It feels deeply personal, like the sound of someone pouring their soul gently before God beneath the stars. And soon, as you move quietly between ancient olive trees swaying in the breeze, you see him sitting alone upon a smooth stone overlooking the sleeping hills of Jerusalem. David, the shepherd king. His harp rests lightly in his hands while moonlight spills softly across his face. Around him, the hills lie peaceful and still beneath the endless heavens. Nearby sheep rest quietly together upon the grass while a small lantern glows beside him, its flame moving gently in the wind. And David continues to play, slowly, peacefully. The melodies seem woven together from prayer and silence and longing and trust. Some notes sound tender with comfort. Others carry the ache of old sorrows surrendered into the hands of God. But all of them feel calm, steady, safe. You quietly sit nearby beneath the olive trees and simply listen. There is no need to speak here. Only rest, only stillness, only the sound of the harp beneath heaven's endless stars. Breathe slowly now. The music seems to move directly into your soul, softening hidden tension you did not even realize you were carrying. Every gentle note loosens another anxious thought. Every quiet chord seems to settle your heart deeper into peace. David closes his eyes while playing, as though he himself is resting within the presence of God. Perhaps these are the same melodies he once played as a young shepherd beneath lonely night skies, while watching over his father's sheep, long before crowns, long before battles, long before the weight of kingship rested upon his shoulders. Back then there was only the night sky, the sheep, the hills, and God, and perhaps that is why his music feels so peaceful now, because it was born in stillness, born in trust, born in quiet moments beneath the stars where fear slowly gave way to faith. The wind moves softly once more through the olive branches above you. Nearby, the sheep sleep peacefully without worry for tomorrow. Their shepherd remains awake beside them, watching gently through the night. And suddenly the words of Psalm 23 feel even more alive within your spirit. The Lord is my shepherd. David once sang those very words beneath skies like these, perhaps beside fires like this one, perhaps while listening to distant streams flowing softly through the valleys below. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. The harp continues playing softly. Its melodies rise and fall like slow breathing, like waves upon quiet water, like peace itself moving through the darkness. God is watching over you. You are safe. You notice how calm the night feels here beside David. No striving exists in this place. No urgency, no pressure to become anything more than a soul resting peacefully in the presence of God. And little by little, your own thoughts begin to slow even more. The noise inside your mind softens. Your breathing deepens. Your body feels heavier now, warmer now, more relaxed beneath the cool night air. David gently changes melodies, and now the music becomes softer still, almost like a lullaby carried through the hills of ancient Israel. The notes drift upward toward the star and then settle quietly over the sleeping fields below. Somewhere far beyond the hills, Jerusalem rests silently beneath moonlight. The temple sleeps beneath heaven's watchful sky. The olive groves sway gently in the breeze, and all creation seems wrapped in sacred calm. You close your eyes for a moment and simply listen. The harp, the wind, the distant sound of flowing water, the soft breathing of sheep resting peacefully nearby. Everything blends together into one quiet rhythm of peace. And in that rhythm, your soul begins to feel safe again. Safe enough to let go, safe enough to rest, safe enough to drift slowly toward sleep beneath the loving care of God. David's fingers continue moving gently across the harp strings, while his voice quietly whispers words almost too soft to hear. I will both lie down in peace and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. The ancient prayer settles softly into your spirit like warm light glowing in darkness. You are not alone tonight. The shepherd remains near. God remains near. And as the harp continues its tender song beneath the endless stars above Jerusalem, your thoughts grow slower, your breathing grows deeper, and your soul drifts farther into the quiet peace of the night. The final notes of David's harp drift softly into the night air, lingering gently among the olive trees before fading into silence beneath the stars. For a few peaceful moments, everything remains still. The hills rest quietly beneath moonlight. The sheep sleep safely nearby. The lantern beside David flickers softly in the cool breeze while heaven stretches endlessly above the earth. And then, slowly, David rises from the stone where he has been sitting. The shepherd king gently gathers his harp and begins walking along a narrow path winding through the quiet hills beyond Jerusalem. The sheep rise calmly and follow behind him without fear, their soft footsteps barely audible against the grass silvered by dew. And somehow, you know you are meant to follow too. So quietly now, you begin walking behind the shepherd beneath the ancient night sky. The path is narrow but peaceful, curving gently through rolling hills touched by silver moonlight. Olive trees stand silently along the hillsides like ancient guardians watching through the night. Wildflowers sway softly in the breeze. Somewhere in the distance, a stream continues flowing quietly through hidden valleys below. Everything feels calm here, safe here, as though the entire earth itself has fallen into peaceful rest beneath the care of God. Breathe slowly now. Feel the cool night air filling your lungs. Feel your footsteps becoming slower, softer, more relaxed with every moment. David walks without hurry, without fear. The sheep follow because they trust the shepherd. And deep within your soul, you begin to understand something beautiful. You are being led too. Led gently, led patiently, led safely through the darkness by the shepherd who never abandons his flock. The Lord is my shepherd. The words rise quietly once more within your spirit as you continue walking beneath the stars. I shall not want. Ahead, the path climbs softly upward along the hills overlooking sleeping Jerusalem far below. From this height, the city glows faintly beneath moonlight, peaceful and silent beneath heaven's endless canopy of stars. Small lanterns flicker like scattered embers across the distant streets. The Temple Mount rests quietly in the darkness, and beyond it all, the desert stretches endlessly beneath silver skies. The night feels vast, sacred, still, yet there is no fear here. Only the quiet certainty that the shepherd knows the path perfectly. God is watching over you. You are safe. The sheep continue following closely behind David while he walks steadily through the hills. Occasionally, he glances back toward them with calm watchfulness, making certain none have wandered too far into darkness. And in that simple moment, your heart begins to feel something deeply comforting. God watches over you that way too. Tenderly, faithfully, patiently, even in seasons when you felt lost. Even during nights when anxiety followed you like shadows, even when you struggled to find peace within yourself, the shepherd never stopped watching over you. The breeze grows softer now as the path leads into wide green pastures resting beneath moonlight. Tall grasses ripple gently like silver waves moving across the hills. The sheep spread peacefully across the field while David continues walking slowly among them, staff in hand, calm and untroubled beneath the heavens. You walk farther into the pasture and notice how quiet your thoughts have become. The noise inside your mind no longer feels sharp or restless. Everything has softened here. The worries that once felt heavy now seem distant, quieter somehow, less powerful beneath the stillness of this sacred night. Breathe slowly now. The shepherd's path does not rush. It leads gently beside still waters, through green pastures, beneath quiet stars. And perhaps tonight your soul has needed this reminder more than you realized. You do not have to carry yourself alone through darkness. The shepherd walks beside you. Always. The moonlight spreads softly across the hills while clouds drift slowly overhead like silent ships crossing an endless sea of stars. Somewhere nearby, crickets hum quietly among the grasses. The distant sound of flowing water rises once more from the valley below. Every sound here feels gentle. Nothing harsh enters this place. Nothing fearful remains here. Only peace. Only rest. Only the quiet nearness of God surrounding his flock through the night. David finally pauses beside a wide olive tree standing alone upon the hillside. The sheep gather peacefully nearby, settling themselves into the grass beneath the stars. Some lie quietly beside one another, while others remain still beneath the breeze moving softly through the field. And there, beneath the ancient tree, the shepherd looks upward toward heaven. You follow his gaze. The stars above seem brighter now somehow, endless and alive and full of holy wonder. David once wrote that the heavens declare the glory of God, and beneath this vast sky, you begin to feel the truth of those words settling softly into your heart. The Creator of all these stars knows you fully, knows your fears, knows your exhaustion, knows every silent ache hidden within your soul, and still, He lovingly leads you beside peaceful paths. The shepherd protects what belongs to him. God is watching over you. You are safe. The night deepens further now. Your breathing slows even more. Your body feels wonderfully heavy and calm. Sleep begins drawing closer like gentle fog drifting quietly across the hills. David lowers himself beside the olive tree while the sheep rest peacefully around him. The lantern nearby glows faintly against the darkness, warm and steady like the presence of God itself watching through the night. And as you settle quietly into the grass beneath the stars, listening to the soft wind, the distant water, the peaceful breathing of resting sheep, your soul begins drifting farther down the shepherd's quiet path into deep and sacred rest. The shepherd's path has grown quiet now beneath the deepening night sky. Around you, the sheep rest peacefully among the silver grasses while cool wind drifts softly through the olive branches overhead. The lantern beside David burns low and steady, its warm golden glow flickering gently against the darkness. And above it all, the heavens stretch endlessly across the earth. Countless stars shimmer in silence like tiny fires scattered across eternity. The night feels sacred here, still, protected, as though heaven itself is leaning close to the earth. You remain resting upon the hillside while the shepherd watches calmly nearby. The sheep breathe softly in their sleep. The distant stream continues its endless song through the valley below. Everything around you moves with peaceful slowness now, slow enough for your soul to finally rest. Breathe slowly now. Feel the cool night air filling your lungs. Feel your body growing heavier against the soft earth beneath you. The deeper the night becomes, the quieter your thoughts grow. And as you gaze upward toward the stars, something begins to shift gently within the stillness around you. At first, it feels almost like the movement of moonlight across the hills. Soft, subtle, quiet. But then you begin to sense a holy presence filling the night air, peaceful and warm and impossibly calm. And suddenly you realize you are not alone upon the hillside. Angels are near. Not frightening, not overwhelming, only peaceful, watchful, gentle beyond words. The scriptures often speak of angels watching through the night over those who belong to God, messengers of heaven standing guard while weary souls sleep safely beneath the care of the Almighty. And tonight, beneath these ancient stars, you sense their quiet presence surrounding the hills. The air itself feels softer somehow, warmer, filled with peace deeper than understanding. You cannot fully see them clearly, only faint glimpses like silver light moving at the edge of moonlit shadows. Yet their presence carries no fear at all, only safety, only calm, only the steady assurance that heaven remains near to those who rest in God. God is watching over you, you are safe. The wind moves softly once more through the grass, while the stars continue their silent shining overhead. Somewhere beyond the hills, Jerusalem sleeps peacefully beneath heaven's watchful gaze. The temple rests quietly in darkness. The olive groves sway gently beneath moonlight, and all throughout the night, unseen guardians remain near, watching, protecting, keeping silent vigil while the earth sleeps. One of the angels seems to stand near the edge of the hillside, wrapped in soft light like dawn hidden beneath silver mist. There is no sound of footsteps, no disturbance in the grass, only peace flowing gently outward from heaven itself. And somehow, deep within your spirit, you understand something beautiful. You have never truly been alone. Not during anxious nights, not during seasons of sorrow, not even during moments when God felt distant. Heaven has always remained near. The shepherd has always watched over his flock. Breathe slowly now. Let that truth settle softly into your heart. The angel lifts its gaze toward the heavens while moonlight spills gently across the sleeping hills. Around you, the sheep remain peaceful beneath the stars, resting without fear because the shepherd remains awake nearby. And perhaps your own soul can rest that way too tonight, without fear, without striving, without needing to remain alert against every worry. You are allowed to rest now. The angels keep watch. God remains near. The night grows deeper still. Clouds drift slowly across the moon like soft curtains moving through the sky. Tiny lights shimmer endlessly above the earth while cool wind brushes gently across your face. Everything feels slower now, more distant, as though the world itself is slowly falling asleep around you. And in this holy stillness, the ancient words of Psalm 91 begin rising softly through your spirit. He will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. The words move gently through your thoughts like warm oil poured over troubled waters. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Rest in the shadow. Rest beneath divine protection. Rest beneath heaven's quiet watch. God is watching over you. You are safe. The peaceful presence surrounding the hillside feels almost like invisible wings stretched gently across the night. The angels do not speak loudly. They do not disturb the stillness. Their presence itself is enough, calm enough to quiet fear, gentle enough to soothe weary hearts into rest. David remains seated quietly beneath the olive tree, his eyes lifted toward heaven, while the lantern beside him glows softly in the darkness. Even the shepherd king seems completely at peace here beneath the care of God. And slowly, now, your own soul begins surrendering more deeply into that peace. The tension in your body softens further. Your breathing slows again. Your thoughts drift farther apart like clouds moving silently across the stars. You no longer feel the need to hold tightly to anything. The shepherd is near. The angels keep watch. And heaven itself feels close enough to touch. The cool grass beneath you feels softer now, warmer now, as though the earth itself is inviting you deeper into rest. The distant stream continues flowing gently through the valley, while the night wind carries faint scents of olive trees and cedar across the hills. Everything whispers peace here. Everything invites stillness. And as your eyelids grow heavier beneath the endless heavens above, the quiet presence of angels watching through the night settles softly around you like sacred calm, leading your spirit deeper now into safety, deeper now into comfort, deeper now into sleep beneath the loving protection of God. The night has grown wonderfully deep now. The hills surrounding Jerusalem rest beneath layers of silver moonlight, while the stars continue their silent journey high above the sleeping earth. The sheep remain gathered peacefully in the grass. David sits quietly beneath the ancient olive tree, his lantern glowing faintly beside him, while heaven watches gently through the darkness. And all around you, the peaceful presence of God remains steady, silent, near. The angels continue their quiet vigil beyond the hills while cool wind drifts softly through the olive branches overhead. Somewhere in the distance, the stream still flows through the valley with calm and endless rhythm. Everything whispers rest now. Everything invites stillness. And as your body grows heavier beneath the night sky, the ancient words of the first psalm begin to rise softly through your thoughts like a prayer remembered from long ago. Blessed is the man. The words drift slowly through your spirit, gentle, peaceful, ancient as the hills themselves. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. You do not need to analyze the words tonight. You do not need to strive to understand every meaning. Simply let the psalm wash over you like quiet waters flowing beneath moonlight. Nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. The night breeze moves softly once more across the hillside. Olive leaves rustle gently overhead while clouds drift silently across the stars. Everything feels slow here, sacred here, as though heaven itself is breathing softly over the earth. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night, night like this one, a peaceful night beneath the care of God. Breathe slowly now. Let the psalm settle deeper into your heart with every gentle breath. David himself once whispered these same words beneath skies much like this one, while watching sheep rest safely around him. Perhaps he listened to flowing streams just like the one moving softly through the valley below now. Perhaps he gazed upward toward these same stars while meditating quietly upon the goodness of God through the long hours of night. And tonight, you rest within that same peace. The psalm continues flowing gently through your thoughts. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Slowly now, imagine that tree rising beside the quiet stream below the hillside. Its roots stretch deep beneath the earth where cool waters flow endlessly through hidden places untouched by drought or fear. The tree does not struggle to remain alive. It simply rests beside the water. And because it remains near the stream, it continues growing peacefully season after season beneath heaven's care. Its branches sway softly beneath moonlight. Its leaves remain full and green. Its roots remain steady through every changing season. And somehow, your soul begins to understand. This is what God desires for you too. Not endless striving, not constant fear, but peaceful rootedness beside his presence, safe beside still waters, safe beneath heaven's watchful sky. God is watching over you. You are safe. The psalm continues, moving slowly like a lullaby through your spirit. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The words no longer feel distant or formal now. They feel warm, comforting, alive with peace. The cool grass beneath you feels softer than before, while the night air wraps gently around your body like a blanket woven from silence and moonlight. The angels remain quietly near beyond what your eyes can fully see. The shepherd still watches over the sleeping flock, and all creation seems held together by the quiet goodness of God. Breathe slowly now. The deeper the night grows, the more your thoughts begin to drift. The psalm rises and falls gently through your spirit like breathing itself. Blessed is the man, like a tree planted by rivers of water. You imagine yourself resting beneath the branches of that tree now. The stream flows softly nearby while moonlight spills silver across the earth. The roots beneath you stretch deep into hidden waters untouched by fear or uncertainty. And for the first time in a long while, your soul feels steady again, not rushed, not anxious, simply held, simply safe. A soft wind stirs once more through the hills surrounding Jerusalem. The olive trees sway quietly beneath the stars while the lantern beside David flickers low and golden against the darkness. The shepherd remains awake. The angels remain watchful, and you are allowed to rest. The psalm continues gently onward. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. The words drift lightly through your thoughts before dissolving softly into silence again. Tonight, there is no need to linger upon fear or judgment. Only peace matters here, only the quiet invitation to remain rooted beside the living waters of God's presence. Like the tree beside the stream, steady, peaceful. Safe through every season, the stream below the hillside continues its endless song beneath the stars. Somewhere nearby, one of the sheep exhales softly in its sleep. David lowers his eyes quietly while the lantern beside him glows warm against the cool night air. And little by little, your own thoughts begin dissolving into stillness. Your breathing slows further. Your body feels wonderfully heavy now. Even your heartbeat seems softer beneath the calm presence surrounding the hills. God is watching over you. You are safe. The psalm now feels less like words and more like gentle, flowing water moving through your soul, quieting fear, calming striving, leading your spirit deeper beside still waters beneath heaven's endless stars. And as the sacred stillness of the night wraps softly around you once more, your weary heart begins drifting farther into peace, farther into quietness, farther into deep and restful sleep beside the river of God's eternal care. The peaceful words of the first psalm continue fading softly through your spirit like distant water, flowing beneath moonlight. Around you, the hills remain quiet beneath the endless heavens, while the olive trees sway gently in the cool night wind. Everything has grown wonderfully still now. The sheep sleep peacefully nearby beneath the shepherd's care. The lantern beside David burns low and golden against the darkness. The stars shimmer silently overhead, like countless tiny lights watching through the night. And deep within your soul, peace is beginning to settle more deeply than before. Breathe slowly now. Let the calm of this sacred night continue carrying you farther into rest. The stream below the hillside flows softly, without hurry, winding its way through the valleys surrounding Jerusalem. Moonlight dances upon its surface while cool air drifts gently across the sleeping fields. And as you rest there beneath the stars, another psalm begins rising slowly within your heart. Perhaps the most beloved psalm ever whispered through sleepless nights. A psalm carried by weary souls for generations beneath darkness and uncertainty and longing. The Lord is my shepherd. The words arrive softly, tenderly, like the voice of God himself drawing near beside still waters. The Lord is my shepherd, not a distant ruler, not a faraway presence hidden beyond the heavens. A shepherd, near enough to walk beside his flock through quiet valleys and moonlit hills. Near enough to watch through the night while his sheep sleep safely beneath the stars. I shall not want. Breathe slowly now. Allow the words to settle gently into every anxious place within you. You do not need to strive tonight. You do not need to carry tomorrow tonight. The shepherd already knows your needs before you speak them aloud. He knows your exhaustion. He knows the burdens hidden deep within your heart. And still, he remains near. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. The psalm unfolds slowly through your thoughts like a peaceful dream. Around you, the hills themselves seem to become those green pastures beneath silver moonlight. The grasses ripple softly in the wind while the sheep remain gathered safely together under the shepherd's watchful care. Everything feels protected here. Nothing rushes. Nothing strains. Even the earth itself seems to rest peacefully beneath heaven's quiet gaze. He leadeth me beside the still waters, quiet waters. The same stream flowing gently below the hillside now glimmers beneath the stars like liquid silver. Its calm movement seems to breathe peace into the night itself. And the shepherd leads you there gently, not with force, not with fear, only tenderness, only patience, only love. God is watching over you. You are safe. The wind moves softly through the olive branches overhead while clouds drift slowly across the moon. Somewhere nearby, David quietly lifts his harp once more, and gentle melodies begin flowing into the night like soft prayers woven from moonlight and peace. The music blends with the psalm until everything feels wrapped together in sacred calm. He restoreth my soul. The words linger deeply now. Restoreth my soul. Perhaps your soul has felt tired lately. Perhaps life has pulled too heavily upon your heart. Perhaps anxiety has followed you through too many restless nights. But the shepherd restores weary souls. Not hurriedly, not harshly, gently, like cool water upon dry ground, like soft rain falling upon thirsty earth, like peaceful sleep slowly arriving after long hours of wakefulness. The shepherd restores your soul tonight. Breathe slowly now. Your breathing has become wonderfully soft and deep. Your body feels warm and heavy against the earth beneath you. Even your thoughts seem distant now, floating quietly like clouds drifting across the stars. He leadeth me in paths of righteousness. The shepherd's path is peaceful. You walked it earlier through moonlit hills and olive groves while sheep followed quietly beneath the stars. And even now the shepherd continues walking ahead of you through every dark valley and uncertain season. You are not wandering alone. You are being led. Led safely, led lovingly, led home. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. The words arrive softly now, without fear. Because even the valley feels different when the shepherd walks beside you. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. With me, the shepherd remains near in every valley, near through every fear, near through every sleepless night, near through every sorrow. And tonight, he is near to you now. God is watching over you. You are safe. The stars continue shining silently above the hills while the harp music drifts softly through the cool night air. The sheep sleep peacefully nearby without fear because the shepherd remains awake, and slowly, your own spirit begins surrendering more deeply into that same trust. You no longer feel the need to remain alert against every worry. You no longer feel the need to carry every burden alone. The shepherd is here. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. The ancient words move gently through your soul like warm light glowing against darkness. Comfort, protection, safety. Everything about the shepherd speaks peace to weary hearts. The stream continues flowing. The wind continues whispering through the olive trees. The lantern beside David flickers softly while heaven watches quietly above the earth. And somewhere deep inside, your soul begins believing the psalm completely. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me. Not fear, not abandonment, goodness, mercy, gentle companions walking beside you through every season beneath God's care. All the days of my life, your eyelids grow heavier now, the night deeper, the world softer. And as the peaceful words of Psalm 23 continue flowing gently through your spirit like still waters beneath moonlight, the shepherd leads you farther now into rest, farther into safety, farther into deep and peaceful sleep beneath the endless stars of God's loving presence. The peaceful words of Psalm 23 continue echoing softly through the quiet hills long after the final lines fade into silence. Around you, the earth rests beneath heaven's gentle watch. The sheep remain gathered peacefully in the silver grasses. The stream below the hillside continues its endless song through the valley, and the stars above Jerusalem shine steadily like ancient lanterns suspended in eternity. Everything feels calm now, deeply calm. The kind of stillness that settles not only over the body, but over the soul itself. Breathe slowly now. Feel the cool night air moving gently through your lungs. Feel your body sinking more deeply into rest beneath the shepherd's care. David remains seated beneath the olive tree nearby, his harp resting quietly across his lap while the lantern beside him glows with soft golden light. His eyes remain lifted toward the heavens, as though listening for something beyond the wind, beyond the silence, beyond the stars themselves. And then, slowly, another psalm begins rising gently through the night. The Lord is my light and my salvation. The words drift softly across the hillside like warm firelight in darkness. Whom shall I fear? You do not need to answer the question tonight. Simply let it settle within you. The Lord is my light. Light in the darkness. Light during sleepless nights. Light that fear cannot overcome. The moon above continues pouring silver light across the hills of Israel while the stars shimmer endlessly overhead. Yet even these beautiful lights feel small beside the steady presence of God surrounding you now. He is your light, not only when life feels peaceful, but also in uncertain valleys, in hidden fears, in long nights when your heart struggles to rest. The Lord is the strength of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? Breathe slowly now. The words are not loud, not forceful. They arrive gently like calm truth whispered into a weary wool. And somewhere deep within you, fear begins loosening its grip little by little. The fear of tomorrow, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of things left unresolved. None of them feel as heavy here beneath the stars, because the Lord remains near. God is watching over you. You are safe. A soft wind moves once more through the olive branches overhead. The lantern beside David flickers gently while distant clouds drift slowly across the moon like soft veils moving through heaven. Everything remains unhurried here. Even the psalm itself unfolds slowly, peacefully, like quiet breathing. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after. The words seem almost dreamlike now as they move through your thoughts. That I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to dwell, to remain, to rest within the presence of God. Not striving endlessly, not wandering anxiously, simply resting near Him, like sheep resting peacefully beside their shepherd through the quiet hours of night. The harp beside David begins sounding softly once more. Gentle melodies rise into the darkness, while the psalm continues flowing through your spirit like warm oil poured over troubled waters. For in the time of trouble, He shall hide me. The words settle deeply now. Hide me, shelter me, keep me safe. Perhaps your heart has longed for that kind of safety more than anyone realizes. A place where fear finally quits. A place where anxious thoughts can no longer reach you. A place where your soul can fully exhale beneath the protection of God. And tonight, beneath these endless stars, the shepherd is leading you there. The hills surrounding Jerusalem remain peaceful and still. The sheep continue sleeping quietly nearby without fear because the shepherd remains awake. And little by little, your soul is learning to rest that way too. Without fear, without striving, without carrying every burden alone. Though an army should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. The ancient words move slowly through your thoughts now like waves upon still water. Fear loses its power in the presence of God. Darkness loses its power in the presence of light. And tonight, heaven itself seems to lean close around you like gentle wings sheltering the hills. Breathe slowly now. Your breathing feels wonderfully deep and calm. Your body grows heavier with every passing moment. Even your thoughts seem soft now, drifting quietly like clouds crossing the stars. Teach me thy way. The psalm becomes quieter now, more tender somehow. Lead me in a plain path. The shepherd's path has always been gentle. You walked it earlier through moonlit fields and olive groves. You rested beside still waters beneath heaven's watchful gaze. You listened to David's harp while angels kept silent vigil through the night. And through it all, the shepherd continued leading you safely. Even now, He is still leading you toward peace, toward rest, toward stillness deeper than fear. The cool night breeze brushes softly across your face while the lantern beside David burns lower now, its warm glow flickering gently against the darkness. Somewhere far below the hillside, the stream continues its endless flowing through the valleys. Everything whispers calm. Everything invites sleep. And then the final words of the psalm rise softly like a blessing drifting through the night. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart. The words settle quietly into your spirit. Strengthen your heart, not through striving, not through fear, but through peaceful trust in the shepherd who never abandons his flock. God is watching over you. You are safe. The stars continue shining above Jerusalem while the sheep rest peacefully beneath the olive trees. David lowers his eyes quietly as the final notes of the harp fade softly into silence once more. And now, beneath heaven's endless canopy of light, your own soul begins drifting farther into quietness, farther into safety, farther into the deep and gentle peace of sleep held securely within the presence of God. The final words of Psalm 27 drift softly into silence beneath the endless heavens above Jerusalem. The hills remain wrapped in silver moonlight, while cool wind moves gently through the olive branches overhead. The sheep sleep peacefully near the shepherd, their breathing soft and steady beneath the stars. Everything around you feels slower now, quieter, as though the entire earth itself has entered a sacred stillness held gently in the hands of God. The lantern beside David burns low, casting warm golden light across the grass while his harp rests silently beside him. The distant stream continues flowing through the valley below with calm and endless rhythm, and somewhere beyond the hills, unseen angels still keep their quiet watch through the night. And now, from deep within the stillness itself, another psalm begins to rise softly through your spirit. God is our refuge and strength. The words arrive slowly, steadily, like strong walls surrounding a peaceful city while storms rage far away beyond the horizon. God is our refuge, a shelter, a safe place beneath heaven's care. Perhaps your heart has longed for refuge lately more than you even realized. A place untouched by fear. A place where anxious thoughts finally grow quiet. A place where the soul can stop striving and simply rest. And tonight, the psalm reminds you gently that God himself is that refuge. Not distant, not uncertain, present, near. Steady as the stars above you now. Breathe slowly. Let the words settle softly into your heart. Therefore we will not fear, even if the earth trembles, even if storms rise, even if life feels uncertain. Still, God remains your refuge. The cool breeze brushes softly across the hillside while clouds drift lazily over the moon. The sheep remain calm because the shepherd remains near, and little by little your own spirit begins learning that same peace. Not because the world is always quiet, but because God remains steady even when life is not. A very present help in trouble. Very present, not far away, not hidden beyond reach. Present here beside you now beneath the quiet stars. Present in every sleepless night. Present in every hidden sorrow. Present in every moment your heart felt weary and overwhelmed. The psalm moves gently through your thoughts like deep waters flowing beneath moonlight. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God. Again you hear the distant stream below the hillside, moving softly through the valley. Its waters never hurry, never strive. They simply continue flowing peacefully through the night beneath heaven's watchful gaze. And somehow, your soul begins flowing into that stillness too. The stars above shimmer quietly while the olive trees sway gently in the cool air. Jerusalem sleeps peacefully below the hills, wrapped in sacred calm beneath the presence of God. And then the psalm speaks words your weary spirit has needed all along. Be still. The words arrive almost like a whisper, soft, tender. Be still. Not loud or striving, not endless worrying. Stillness. Holy stillness. Be still and know that I am God. Breathe slowly now. Let those words move gently through every anxious place within you. Be still. Your body no longer needs to carry the tension of the day. Be still. Your mind no longer needs to race through tomorrow's worries. Be still. Your soul is safe beneath the care of God. The wind softens further now as though even creation itself obeys the quiet command of the psalm. The stream continues flowing peacefully. The stars continue shining silently. The sheep rest without fear beside the shepherd. Everything remains still beneath heaven, and slowly, your own heart becomes still too. God is watching over you. You are safe. You feel the cool grass beneath your body, soft and comforting beneath the night sky. Your breathing has become wonderfully slow now, deep and peaceful like gentle waves upon quiet water. The words continue whispering softly through your spirit. Be still. Perhaps there have been too many voices lately pulling at your heart, too many worries demanding attention, too many burdens carried silently within your thoughts. But here beside the shepherd, beneath the stars, beside still waters, all those voices begin fading away. Only peace remains, only stillness, only the quiet presence of God surrounding you through the night. David lowers his head slightly beneath the olive tree while the lantern beside him flickers softly against the darkness. Even the harp remains silent now, as though no music is needed anymore. The stillness itself has become the song, and heaven listens quietly. The angels keep watch. The shepherd remains near, and your soul finally begins resting fully within the refuge of God. Be still. The words now feel less like instruction and more like invitation, an invitation to stop striving, to stop carrying everything alone, to rest deeply beneath divine care. The night grows deeper still. Your eyelids feel heavy. Your thoughts drift slowly like clouds moving across moonlit skies. The stars above Jerusalem shimmer softly while the stream below continues its endless peaceful flowing through the valley. Everything moves gently now. Everything breathes peace. And as the sacred stillness of Psalm 46 settles completely over your heart, your spirit drifts farther into calm, farther into safety, farther into deep and restful sleep beneath the quiet refuge of God's eternal presence. The sacred stillness of the night continues to deepen around you. The hills of Jerusalem rest quietly beneath the stars while cool wind moves gently through the olive trees overhead. The stream below the valley flows softly through darkness untouched by fear or hurry. Nearby, the sheep remain peacefully gathered beneath the shepherd's care. their breathing calm and steady beneath the endless heavens. Everything feels wrapped in divine quiet now. The lantern beside David glows faintly beside the ancient olive tree, its warm light flickering softly against the cool silver moonlight spread across the hills. Even the harp remains silent now, resting quietly beside him, while heaven itself seems to breathe peace over the earth. And within this holy stillness, another psalm begins to rise gently through your spirit, one of protection, one of refuge, one whispered through countless nights by weary hearts longing to feel safe beneath the care of God. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High. The words arrive softly, slowly, like warm shelter closing gently around your soul. He shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The shadow of the Almighty, not darkness filled with fear, but sacred covering. Protective wings stretched over the weary, a quiet refuge hidden safely within the presence of God. Breathe slowly now. Allow the psalm to settle gently into every anxious place within your heart. The night around you grows even softer somehow. The stars continue their silent shining overhead, while clouds drift slowly across the moon like gentle veils moving through heaven itself. And all throughout the hills, peace remains. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, a fortress, strong enough to hold every fear, strong enough to quiet every restless thought, strong enough to shelter your weary soul tonight. God is watching over you. You are safe. The breeze brushes softly across the grass while the olive branches sway gently overhead. Somewhere beyond the hills, unseen angels still stand watch through the night, calm and silent beneath the command of heaven. And you begin to sense something deeply comforting. You are surrounded by protection you cannot fully see. The shepherd watches nearby, the angels remain near, and the Almighty Himself covers you with peace deeper than understanding. Surely shall deliver thee. The words flow slowly through your spirit, now like oil poured gently upon troubled waters. Deliver thee from fear. Deliver thee from hidden anxieties. Deliver thee from the restless thoughts that have followed you through too many nights. The psalm does not rush. It simply wraps itself softly around your soul like a warm blanket beneath the stars. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. Under His wings. You imagine great wings of light stretched gently across the hills now, covering the sleeping sheep, covering Jerusalem, covering you beneath sacred protection. Nothing harmful enters here. Nothing fearful remains here. Only peace, only stillness, only the quiet safety of resting near the heart of God. Breathe slowly now. Your body feels wonderfully heavy. Your thoughts drift softly like clouds moving across moonlit skies. The deeper the night grows, the farther away your worries begin to feel. He shall give His angels charge over thee. The words rise gently again through your spirit. The angels remain watching through the night, silent guardians beneath heaven's command, not distant, near, protecting, watching while weary souls sleep safely beneath the Almighty's care. And perhaps for the first time in a long while, your spirit no longer feels alone in the darkness. The hills surrounding Jerusalem remain calm beneath the stars. The stream continues flowing softly through the valley. David sits quietly beside the lantern beneath the olive tree, his eyes peaceful and still. Everything whispers safety here. Everything speaks rest. There shall no evil befall thee. The Psalms moves deeper now into your heart. Neither fear, nor darkness, nor uncertainty. Nothing can separate you from the presence surrounding you tonight. God remains near, always near. The shepherd does not sleep. He watches faithfully through every hour of darkness. God is watching over you. You are safe. The cool night air settles softly against your skin while the stars shimmer endlessly above the hills. Somewhere nearby, one of the sheep shifts gently in its sleep before growing still once more beneath the shepherd's care. And little by little, your own soul begins resting that peacefully too. No striving, no fear, only surrender, only stillness, only trust beneath heaven's watchful sky. Because He hath set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. The words now feel deeply personal, as though spoken directly into the quiet places of your own heart. God knows your name, knows your weariness, knows every hidden burden you carried into this night, and still, He lovingly shelters you beneath His wings. The lantern beside David burns lower now while the moon continues its silent journey across the heavens. The entire hillside feels wrapped in sacred calm, untouched by the worries of the world beyond. Your breathing has become slow and peaceful, your body completely relaxed. Even your thoughts seem distant now, floating softly toward sleep like leaves carried gently upon still waters. The psalm continues whispering softly through your spirit. With long life will I satisfy him. and show him my salvation." The words fade slowly into silence beneath the stars while heaven remains watchful over the sleeping earth. And as the deep protection of Psalm 91 settles fully around your heart like warm light glowing through darkness, your soul drifts farther now into safety, farther into stillness, farther into deep and peaceful sleep beneath the everlasting wings of God's loving presence. The night has grown deep, still now. Far across the hills surrounding Jerusalem, silver moonlight rests softly upon the earth, while the stars continue shining quietly above the sleeping world. The olive trees sway gently beneath the cool night breeze, and the distant stream still flows peacefully through the valley below with calm and endless rhythm. Everything feels slower here, softer here, as though heaven itself has wrapped the earth in sacred peace. The sheep remain resting safely beside the shepherd beneath the ancient olive tree. David's lantern burns with only the faintest golden glow now, flickering softly against the darkness while unseen angels continue their quiet watch through the night. And as your breathing grows slower and your thoughts drift farther into stillness, let us now enter one final peaceful prayer together beneath these endless stars. Heavenly Father, tonight we come before you quietly and gently, laying down every burden we carried through this day. Every fear, every anxious thought, every hidden sorrow, every exhaustion too deep for words. Lord, you see it all with tenderness beyond understanding. You see every restless heart listening tonight. You see every weary soul longing for peace. And even now, while the world sleeps beneath the night sky, your loving presence remains near. Thank you for being our shepherd through every season of life. Thank you for guiding us beside still waters. Thank you for walking with us through valleys darkened by fear and uncertainty. Thank you for never abandoning us, even during the quiet nights when our hearts felt alone. Father, tonight we surrender everything into your hands. The worries about tomorrow, the questions without answers, the pressures we quietly carry inside. We place them gently before you now beneath the calm light of heaven. Teach our hearts to rest in you. Teach our minds to become still. Teach our souls to trust the shepherd who faithfully watches through the night. God is watching over you. You are safe. The cool wind moves softly through the olive branches overhead while the stars shimmer endlessly across the heavens. Somewhere beyond the hills, Jerusalem sleeps peacefully beneath the care of God. And all throughout the night, heaven remains watchful. Lord, bring peace to every anxious mind listening now. Let your calm presence flow gently through every racing thought like quiet waters beneath moonlight. Slow every troubled heartbeat. Quiet every restless fear. Wrap every weary soul in the deep comfort of your love. Where there has been stress, bring stillness. Where there has been grief, bring comfort. Where there has been loneliness, bring the gentle awareness that you have always remained near. And Father, as sleep draws closer now, let your presence settle softly over this night like warm light glowing in darkness. May every listener feel protected beneath your wings. May every home be filled with peace. May every fearful thought drift quietly away beneath the safety of your care. The shepherd remains near, always near. Lord Jesus, thank you for walking beside us through every unseen struggle. Thank you for carrying us even when we felt too weak to continue. Thank you for loving us with patience greater than all our fears. Tonight we rest beneath that love, not striving, not worrying, simply resting within the mercy of God. Breathe slowly now. Feel the calm of this sacred prayer settling gently over your spirit. The hills remain quiet beneath the stars. The stream continues its peaceful flowing through the valley. The lantern beside David flickers softly while the sheep sleep safely beneath the shepherd's watchful gaze. Everything whispers peace. Everything invites rest. Father, surround this night with your protection. Send your angels to stand watch through every hour of darkness. Let no fear disturb the peace you are giving now. And if any heart listening tonight feels weary or broken, let your presence bring healing deeper than words can describe. Restore every tired soul. Strengthen every discouraged spirit. Bring light softly into every hidden place of sorrow. And while sleep gently settles over body and mind, may your peace remain like still waters flowing endlessly beneath the stars. God is watching over you. You are safe. The night grows deeper now. Your breathing slower. Your body wonderfully heavy and calm. And as this peaceful prayer continues settling softly into your spirit, let every burden fall gently from your hands into the care of God. You no longer need to carry tomorrow tonight. You no longer need to fight for peace. The shepherd already holds you safely within his care. So rest now. Rest beneath the quiet heavens. Rest beside still waters. Rest beneath the wings of the Almighty. The stars continue shining silently above Jerusalem, while cool wind drifts through the olive groves, and the earth itself seems to breathe softly beneath the presence of God. And now, may the Lord bless you and keep you through this peaceful night. May His face shine upon you with gentleness and mercy. May His presence surround you with safety and deep rest. And may your soul sleep peacefully beneath the endless love of Christ, while heaven watches tenderly through the night. In Jesus' precious name, Amen. The night is very quiet now. The hills surrounding Jerusalem rest beneath the final silver glow of moonlight, while the stars continue their silent shining high above the sleeping earth. Cool wind drifts gently through the olive trees, and somewhere below the hillside, the stream still flows softly through the valley with endless peace and calm. Everything feels distant now, soft now, as though the whole world itself has slowly drifted into sacred rest beneath the care of God. The sheep remain sleeping peacefully beside the shepherd. David's lantern flickers faintly beneath the ancient olive tree, its golden light small and warm against the deep blue darkness of the night. And all throughout the heavens, unseen angels continue their quiet watch while the earth sleeps safely below. And now, dear soul, it is time to rest completely. No more striving tonight. No more worrying tonight. Only peace, only stillness, only the gentle presence of God surrounding you like warm light beneath endless stars. Breathe slowly now. Feel your body growing heavier. Feel your thoughts drifting farther away like soft clouds moving across moonlit skies. The shepherd remains near, always near. And as this peaceful journey slowly comes to its gentle close, may these final blessings settle softly into your heart like quiet waters flowing through the night. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His peace rest softly upon your home tonight. May His angels stand watch beside you through every hour of darkness. May His presence calm every anxious thought and quiet every restless fear. May your breathing remain slow and peaceful. May your sleep become deep and healing. May your soul rest safely beside still waters beneath the loving care of the shepherd. God is watching over you. You are safe. The stars continue shining silently above Jerusalem while cool wind moves softly through the hills. The earth itself seems to breathe with gentle stillness now, and your own spirit has begun moving with that same peaceful rhythm. Slow, quiet, safe, resting completely beneath the presence of God. Perhaps somewhere deep within your thoughts, small worries still try to whisper softly at the edges of your mind. But you no longer need to follow them tonight. Let them drift away now. Like leaves carried gently upon the flowing stream below the hillside. Let them go and return again to peace. Return again to stillness. Return again to the quiet truth surrounding you through the night. The Lord is your shepherd. You are not alone. The Lord is your refuge. You are safe. The Lord watches over you. And heaven remains near. Breathe slowly now. The deeper the night becomes, the softer everything feels. The stars above seem farther away now, glowing quietly beyond drifting clouds. The lantern beside David burns lower and lower. The stream continues its endless song beneath the hills, and sleep draws nearer with every peaceful breath. Perhaps your eyes are already heavy now. Perhaps your thoughts have already begun drifting gently between waking and dreaming. That is all right. There is nothing else you need to do, nothing left to accomplish tonight. Only rest. Simply rest. The shepherd watches faithfully through the darkness while his sheep sleep peacefully beside him. And tonight, you may sleep that way too. Safe beneath heaven's care. Safe beneath the wings of the Almighty. Safe within the quiet love of Christ. The wind moves softly once more through the olive trees. The stars shimmer faintly above the hills. And somewhere beyond the silence of the earth, dawn waits patiently beyond the horizon. Though there is no need to think about tomorrow yet. For now, the night still holds you gently. The peace of God still surrounds you completely. And the still waters continue flowing softly beneath the stars. God is watching over you. You are safe. Now let your breathing grow slower still, deeper still, softer still. And if your mind begins to wander, simply return once more to the peaceful hills beneath the moonlight. Return to the olive trees swaying softly in the cool night air. Return to the quiet stream flowing endlessly through the valley. Return to the sleeping sheep gathered peacefully beside the shepherd. Return to David's gentle harp fading softly beneath the stars. Return to the angels watching silently through the night. Return to the sacred stillness of God's presence surrounding everything with peace. And rest there. Rest there beside still waters. Rest there beneath heaven's endless light. Rest there within the loving care of the shepherd who never sleeps. The Lord is your shepherd. You are safe. The Lord is your refuge. You are safe. The Lord is watching over you. You are safe. The stars continue their silent shining above Jerusalem. The hills remain peaceful beneath moonlight. The stream flows softly through the valley below, and your soul drifts farther now into deep and gentle sleep, wrapped safely within the everlasting peace of God. In Jesus' loving name, amen. May you rest in Christ always.